Guys, I'm going to show you the new version of VMware Fusion 4.0 and what happened from the last version. Now, keep in mind it's been out since September of this year. Just recently got it like 5 days ago, and now you can get VMware Fusion 4.0 for $50 until the end of the year. Now, Cyber Monday they were selling it for $35, so it was hard for me not to upgrade. Now, if you want to use the Windows 8 preview version that's out now, that you have to, if you're using VMware Fusion, you got to use 4.0 anyway. And I'm going to show you some of the new changes, which is the installer. You're not going to see installer anymore for VMware Fusion. You just drag and drop into your application folder, and it makes it a lot easier to install as well. One of the biggest changes is user interface graphic interface. It's a lot different. It is line compatible now, and they use a minimalistic approach, trying to make things as easy as possible for the user, making a virtual machine. And it is fully 64-bit 64-bit software, as you can see here in Activity Monitor. And so you can access more than 4 gigs of memory for your virtual machine. And we're going to go ahead and bring up your settings for VMware Fusion. And we're going to go into processors and memory. Before the previous version, you could only use 4 cores. Now you can use a full 8 cores for your computer. And another thing that's changed and more integrated with Mac OS X is the settings panel looks very much like the system preferences in Mac OS X as well. Like I said, they're trying to integrate as much as possible in Mac OS X, not to confuse the user, I guess. One of the reasons. Now, another thing is, you can now, as far as virtual machines, you can install now Mac OS X Lion 10.7 as a guest. Previous version, you couldn't do that. You could, however, install like server versions. I think it was Leopard and Snow Leopard. And they also got something one of the biggest advantages if you want to use Windows, obviously on your Mac OS X computer or Mac computer. And one of the ways you can do this is migrate your PC, which is new in this version. And now you do have to install a little program on your Windows and to allow you to do this. And another way is Bootcamp. Now, I don't have Bootcamp installed in there, but Bootcamp allows you to physically put it on a partition, separate partition, or another hard drive on your Mac, and boot into it natively without having being into Mac OS X. And obviously, I can't have that because I don't use Bootcamps. But you could brings up a wizard, and you can import that Bootcamp as a virtual machine, so you can use it side by side with your Mac OS X and Windows together. Now, one of the disadvantages is pretty much 3D acceleration is only enabled in Windows, and that's it. Mac OS X Lion in the server versions, you don't get 3D acceleration, or in Linux, and that's some of the downside of that. I'm going to go ahead and start this virtual machine up, which I have Ubuntu 11.10 on here, because I want to show you the mini bar, but I have to start up the virtual machine to do that. And I can only do it in full screen mode as well. It'll just take a minute to boot up. and it's okay, we're already at the login screen. And that's one of the changes. We're going to go to full screen mode, which is... Okay, this is the mini bar at the top. They had something similar in the previous version, but it was only located in the top center, and you couldn't really move it anywhere else. Now you can. And as you see, as I drag down on the right and left side and the bottom, you'll see these little rectangles where you can actually locate the mini bar and put it where you want it. And that's what's up with the new version of VMware Fusion 4.0.